You see the problem because the number of films are dwindling. And, if there was no intervention, talagang, it's gonna die.
Ang solusyon ko bilang filmmaker, storyteller, is to adapt to the times. You take advantage of the technology.
Mr. Vincent Nebrida and of course Mr. Bembel Rocco, I grew up watching you, sir, and it's an honor to have you here on the show. Let's talk about Habambuhay. Okay, it's already now available worldwide for all Filipinos. This is a documentary that spans and traces the 100 years of Philippine cinema. Sir Vincent, as you are one of the producers, can you introduce Habambuhay to us?
Habambuhay is something that we thought of doing, of producing, kami sa TBA Studios. And of course, as many people know, TBA Studios is the film company behind such films as Heneral Luna and Goyo, Batang Heneral. For us, kasi, it's important to be able to create a legacy. What is it? Habambuhay is a docu-series. We've got all these great actors and talents and directors and producers and filmmakers in various facets of filmmaking who speak about their experience, who just talk straight from the heart and tell us about the things that they do sa industriya and what they think is important in terms of where the future is headed for the film industry. But it's really for all the Pinoys, it's for all of us human beings, whether nandito sa Pilipinas or labas ng Pilipinas.
I've seen it, the first episode, and I love it. It brings me back memories of childhood in the Philippines and growing up watching these movies, seeing stars like Mr. Bembel Rocco. Obviously, you can't talk about Philippine cinema without your name coming up, right? And especially since, nowadays, everyone's talking about going mainstream, breaking through, and you did that. You did an American film and all that.
I love acting. I love to portray roles that can be meaningful and effective. So it's interesting to create characters. And, that's what I am here for. After almost 48 years now.
48 years of Bembel Rocco, but 100 years of Philippine cinema. It has evolved a lot. And that's one of the things that series episode 1 actually traces. In your opinion, how has it changed?
Technology changes all of us, So in a way, the industry has changed mainly because of technology. The heart has not changed. We Pinoys are still Pinoys. We make the kind of films that we make. But obviously, itong mga digital platforms, during the time that we started, who would have thought that people could watch via their cell phones or laptops and desktop computers and whatever, So that has changed in terms of like how you make movies and how you can watch movies, But really what's vital is the kind of movies that we still make, And I think Habambuhay, based on what people say there, yung mga artists doon, reflects exactly what has changed and what has not changed. I leave it to them, the viewers, to figure out what has changed and what has not changed.
What about the audience? Have they changed?
To some degree, they're more picky. I think especially the young ones. There's so much to choose from these days. Like itong Habambuhay, you can watch it on TBA Studios YouTube channel. No? So in a way, that's changed. So it's hard to grab the attention. You have to be really, really good. And that's why we're proud in terms of the movies that we've made sa TBA Studios. Not that I'm pushing for us, but I'm proud of them anyway, from Heneral Luna, Goyo, because the young people, the middle-aged people, the seniors like me, we enjoy these movies, because it's engaging.
Right. And a question that I've always asked, and I guess to both of you, right? Do you produce or do you act in movies or accept a script that you want to do or that consumers will want to watch?
Unfortunately, there are not many projects para mangyari nga yun. I mean, sana. I've been wishing that more roles come in to be worked on.
Right.
In our case, it has to be both. We have to make something that we believe in. And once we believe in it, we also believe that it something that can generate or give something back to us. Because, if we produce something that can give back to us, but if we don't believe in it, then I think we betray our own intentions, So we have to stay true to ourselves first, ganun.
Yeah. So how difficult is it now because this is what we're talking about, change in the industry. This is one change. The coronavirus and the variants are making it difficult for you guys.
Working conditions right now are totally different from pre-pandemic time. Totally different and totally expensive. Become very expensive and very rare projects that have worked.
Vincent, how are you making do?
Well, we did Habambuhay, and right now, we're still in the planning stage. We have projects lined up. I can't name them yet, but we are, of course, planning to still do Quezon, which is part of the trilogy, after Heneral Luna and Goyo, no? So that's still in the works. But, for the time being, of course, we have Habambuhay, and of course, it's important to us to keep making movies. So it's important for us to have Habambuhay. We hope it will do well and that a lot of viewers will watch it here and worldwide.
With that said, Bembol, you've seen the movie. For me, talagang it's nostalgic also. What do you consider, Bembol, the defining moment, the shining moment of Philippine cinema?
Those times that it has gotten awards internationally, I think that's the most good thing for the Philippine cinema.
In terms of a year, 1976 was a big year for us, for the film industry. Why? Because that was the year of such films as, Ganito Kami Noon, Paano Kayo Ngayon, ni Eddie Romero, yung Tatlong Taong Walang Diyos, ni Mario Jara, Dino Brojas Insyang, Mike De Leon's Team. That year was extraordinary. And of course, in the following years, of course, in the last 15, 20 years, the films of Brillante Mendoza and Love Diaz, si Gerald Taro, those are the important filmmakers, and it's great that they're still making movies, So what I'm thinking is right now, while we're still in this pandemic era or pandemic times, that people will still be planning and writing, most importantly, writing these great scripts that will be made into movies soon, hopefully. I still want to think that we can create more masterpieces, but I'm happy where we are right now, not just TBA, but the film industry.
Right now, I feel like it's survival mode, no? But after survival, hopefully there's a growth mode after this.
I think slowly but surely, the filmmakers will make their movies, Of course, it's hard to make big epic films, but they can make intimate films. A lot of these independent films, whether it's in Himalaya or, they can be made not just in terms of a small budget, but with a small crew, So it's possible to move forward pa rin naman. I don't think we're going to be like this for a long time. I think in a year or two, it's going to be a little bit more active. That's what I'm thinking. More active, mas marami tayong mga pelikula. And that's what I'm hoping and praying for.
Well, thank you so much once again to both of you, and more power.
Thank you.
But I will be remiss if I didn't ask these questions to Bembol. The first question is, what is the favorite role that you've done so far?
In my 48th year, it's still Julio Majaga of Manila sa Punaliwanan.
What about your favorite co-stars, favorite actress?
It's still Hilda Coronel that I really enjoy working with. And actually, she taught me a lot. And she was ahead of me. So I learned a lot from her too.
Yeah, she's here. I got to interview her also, yes. And then what about favorite male co-star?
Christopher De Leon is interesting to work with.
What more do you hope to achieve? You've already done so much in your 48 years. What more?
I'd like to do more. I mean, it depends on what comes along. And hopefully find a very interesting character to portray and be good at it.
Right. Well, thank you so much once again to both of you, and more power.
Thank you.
Vincent, I cannot wait to watch episode 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And looking forward to that that movie that you're working on to complete the trilogy.
Yes. Thank
Please
you.
Please
Thank
keep doing what you're doing. I know it's not easy, but we're all in this together.
Thank you. Yes, we're all in this together. Thank you so much. And my best to all. God, that's all. Okay.
Thank you. Be good and safe.